Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And we'll be seeing what is arithmetic operators in C programming. In my previous video, we saw what are the various types of operator available in C programming. If you have not watched that video, I would recommend you watching that video. And let's see what is arithmetic operator is. So basically, arithmetic operators are the operators that is used to perform arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and so on. So we have these many arithmetic operators, and let's see each of them by example. So we have addition operator. So we will see here three cases of it. So here first case we have a equal to 5 and b equal to 5, and these are integer, and we have another variable called integer result, and then we are performing the addition of this a and b and restoring the result in result variable. So in this case, the result will be 7. We have another case where we have a integer a and float b, and we have integer result. So in this case, we are performing the operation of a plus b, and the result is coming as 7. Why? A- Actually, it should have come 7.5, but it is coming 7 only. This is because we have declared this result as integer, and we know in C programming it can hold only integer value, it cannot hold decimal value. So what will happen when this a plus b will happen, this result will be 7.5, but when we store this value, what will happen, it as it can hold only integer value, that zero point 0.5 will get discarded and 7 will be stored. So we must keep on mind kind of data operation that we are using and what kind of operation that we want to perform and what is expected value. So we have, suppose we want to get the result as 7.5, then what we have to do is, let's see in case 3. So we have here integer a and float b, and float result, and result will be a plus b, and then in this case result will be zero point 0.5, because here this float result means this result can hold decimal value also in this case. So this is how we should be careful about choosing the various data types and performing the required operation based on the requirement. Let's see another operators called subtraction. Subtraction also works same as um, mm, addition, just here we'll do the subtraction. So here also in this case we have two variable, and this will give the result 3, and in this case you can see this, in this case also this a minus b here since the result is integer, it will give 2 instead of giving 2.5, because this integer cannot hold decimal value. And to get the decimal value, what we have to do is here change the result type here. From here it was integer, then we change to float, then we will be getting the decimal value. So to get the based on the data type, we should define the proper operation. Okay, and we have another operator, division operator. So let's see how this work in C. So we have a variable here, two variable a and b, and in this case we have another variable int result. So now we want to store the division operation on a and b into this result. So a division b will give 2. Why it will give 2? Because the the type of integer, the type of a and b are integer, and if you perform this operation on integer, this division operation on integer, it will give the integer value. So instead of giving it is as 2.5, it will give 2, because this data type of this a and b are integer. Okay, so to get the decimal value, what we have to do is we have to change the data type from int to float, and this will also be again float, and then result will, it will give in point. So you must keep on mind when to use which data type based on your requirement. Then we have another operator called modulus. This modulus operator is used for calculating the remainder, whatever left out after dividing. So here we have number 5, and we have b equal to 2, and then we have result as integer. So here we are performing result equal to a percent a modulus b. So basically after dividing 5 by 2, whatever will be coming as remainder, the value will get stored in this. So in this case, a 5 divided by 2 will be giving 1 as the remainder. So the remainder will be getting a stored in this result. And then if you want to get remainder in decimal value like point zero like that, so you need to change the data type like float and then make this full and then perform the operation. Let's see other operators in. So we have another operator here, multiplication. This also works similar to addition. So we have two variable, integer variable a and b, 5 2, and we have integer result, and if we perform this result it will be giving 10. Then in second case we have a is integer and b is float, and result is of type integer. So when we perform this operation a into b, what will happen when this a and b will get performed? It will give the result as 12.5, but the type of result is int, so it can hold only integer value. So that 12 point from 12.5.5 will be get deducted, and this result will become 12. But if you want to get exactly 12.5, what we have to do is just change the type of this result from int. Here you can see it is int, now you change to float and it will give you the exact value. So this is how data type will change the behavior of this operation. Okay, so next we'll see the another operator called increment and decrement, and this in decrement is noted by. Okay, so we'll see increment. So we have suppose a equal to 5, and the increment is also there are two types of increment, post increment and pre increment. If this plus plus symbol comes after the variable name, like first variable name and then this plus plus symbol, then it is called post increment. So in this case what will happen, a value will be incremented by 1. So here value of a was 5, now it is incremented after this by 1, so it will become 6. And then we have pre-increment. So pre-increment means this plus plus symbol comes before this op operand. This is called operand actually. So plus plus and then it comes this variable name. So this is called pre-increment. So before variable name operator comes. And in this case also what will happen, the value of a will get incremented by 1. So in this case we had assumed a equal to 5, it was a equal to 5. So here also it will become 6. But in this case both cases having 6 6 means getting incremented by 1. Then what is the difference between pre increment and post increment, you might think. So let's see what exactly the difference is. So let's assume a equal to 5 here, and then we have another variable b. So in this case, we have another operation that we are performing. What we are doing is b equal to a plus plus, means we are post incrementing, means post. So what will happen in this case? The value of a initially it is 5. So what will happen? This a will get assigned to b first. It will get assigned, then a plus plus will happen. So what will happen? B will be having 5 and a will have 6. So this post increment means first assign the value and then increment. So that is how b is getting 5 and then a is become incremented by 1. But the pre means first, what it means pre means, since we have assumed a equal to 5, so first value will get incremented, so a will become 5 and then it will get assigned here. So what will happen, both b and a will be having value 6. So this is the difference between post and pre. So similar to that, we have decrement operator that is generated by minus minus, and same it will work in the same way. Here we can see it will get decremented and it will become 4. Here also it will become 4, but in this case if you see here, b value will become, since a is 5, b will be 5, but a will become 4 because first value of a will assign to this b and then it will be decremented. But in this case first it will get decremented and then it will be assigned to b, then that's why it is both b equal to also 4 and a equal to also 4. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other video to understand other C programming concept.